What's up, guys? It's Zach. This is a video response to Jared Speaks. This is gonna be on a very touchy subject. So if you really cannot handle stuff like depression, suicide, stuff like that, then you don't have to watch the video. Don't worry about it. Pretty much, I felt like I needed to make a video because he is very much like me in the fact that we both have we're both in that similar situation kind of thing. Um, First I'll talk about his first video, which is self-injury. Now, on my bed, hold on, right here. This is a rubber band. I do the same thing that he does. I always have a rubber band right on my wrist, because I used to cut. Little people know this, but I used to cut. The scars are gone now. It's been a couple months since I last cut. So whenever I have the urge, I do this. It gives me some temporary pain, which is pretty much like cutting yourself, except it doesn't really leave many marks. You just leave like a little red line or whatever. And it's just something that I do because I have a lot of problems. I know Jared has different... Sorry, the thing just flashed. Jared has many different problems than I do. Our problems are completely different. Well, from what I've heard of his. And by the sounds of it, I mean, he's gone through quite a bit of rough stuff. And same with me. I've been through many rough times. Pretty much a lot of family issues. Very, very many family issues. Mostly fights, talking behind each other's back, backstabbing, deaths, everything like that, you know. Always like that in the family. In the past year and a half, since beginning of 2012, I've had about 10 friends/family members die. So it's very hard, especially this day and age when like two of the people who died in the past year and a half were my grandfathers, and I have one left, and he ain't doing so good. In fact, him and my grandmother just reached their 60th anniversary, so you know now I'm really scared. I'm like, when's it gonna be the end for him? I'm always praying every day for him to live another day. And it's just very depressing, because our family, more so my stepfather's side, we always fight. There's always an argument. Usually it's me and my cousin, or my stepdad, or my mom and my uncle, or just always something like that. And it's really, really hard, because, honestly, I just want a family that's normal, that can, sorry, I'm tearing up a little bit, that can function. I want to be able to have a normal functioning family, you know? Like, you always see that... I know other people have more problems than me, but it's hard when you have a family that's really dysfunctional. I know I don't have a family that's that dysfunctional, but when they fight all the time. And it's just really hard to have a family who non-stop fights and fights and fights. And I always get the heat of it because I'm one of the youngest in the family. I'm like the second youngest. The youngest being 2 years old, so I pretty much get the heat. I'm always the one that says, you better grow up to have a bright future. That's why I hate being the youngest. Everyone puts all the pressure on me. So I feel like shit all the time, because everyone puts pressure on me saying, you better do good, you better get to college, you better do good in college, because none of my cousins, except for one, has gone to college. Well, another one's gone to college for like a couple months. My mom hasn't gone to college, my dad hasn't gone to college, so now they're pretty much putting pressure on me to go to college, be as successful as me, and as good as that sounds, they're pushing me too hard. My dad's expecting me to get straight A's. When I get a B, he flips out. I only missed 5 days of school, and he says like, "Oh, you better no more sick days, no more sick days," and it's hard because being me, I I have many things wrong with me. I have I used to have quite a few mental disabilities. I was very late in development. I think I was overdue or underdue or something like that, and and I was very physically delayed. I couldn't swim until I was 11. I couldn't ride a bike till I was 12. I couldn't walk till I was 5. I think I could talk normally. I cried for the first 2 years of my life. It's been very hard. I mean, I know many people, as I said, I know many people go through worse things than that. But still, it doesn't matter how bad it is. It's just, if it just affects your life to make you just mad and depressed all the time, then it's bad. I mean, that's why, also with depressed, I also get bullied a lot in school. I know I might not look it, but people have called me fat before. Yeah, people have called me fat. People call me, sorry, I'm gonna have to swear a lot in this, but people have called me chode and all that stuff. People call me shit face and fuck up, and that's what people used to call me in school. Because I didn't have the greatest grades. I had like C's in science, D's in English and history. So I wanted to get out of that school. I was done with that school. So then I moved to New York City, which was last year. And now I'm doing better. I'm not being bullied as much. That's why I stopped cutting recently, because I'm getting happier and less depressed. My grades have gone up. I'm getting like B's in English now. My science grade went up to an A. It's just going better for me. I'm not getting picked on as much. I mean, yes, my phone got stolen. I got robbed a few times, but other than that, I'm doing fine, because it's just that it's just in my school, everyone's different. It's not like you have to be in certain cliques. Like, here, where I am now, the school here sucks, and everyone's like their own clique, and I don't fit in, because everyone's all country. They love riding stuff, they love farming, they love riding horses. That's not my style, that's not what I do. Everyone has their own personality. Everyone loves to do what they like to do. And for me, it's play video games, do good in school, get good grades. I'm a family guy. Not the TV show, but I love my family. Except depending on the side, they always fight. My dad's side's fine. My mom's side's fine for the most part. But my stepfather's side, they always fight, and fight, and fight. I'm tired of it now. Hold on a second. Dang it. Ugh. Sorry about that. Anyways. And now, I mean, depression is a really serious thing. Last year, a year and a half ago, I was put into counseling. I attempted suicide. I told someone I trusted that, I was thinking of suicide, but obviously, I mean, I would do it too. I would tell someone as well, but they told the nurse, and I got put into counseling, and, I just hated life. Life was something I did not like. I wish I could kill myself. Some of my friends have committed suicide. My friends are dying. Someone I know is dying every year, and I know what happens to everyone, but for me, I'm also really sensitive. I can't handle it. My brain just can't comprehend what's going on when someone dies. I can't handle it. Even if it's someone I really don't know, even if it's someone that someone else knows that maybe I've met once or twice, I still would be really sad, because honestly, someone died. Someone lost their life. No matter who it is, it's just the same. They died. They either go to heaven or hell. And it's just depressing to think about that they're no longer here. And that's why I'm so depressed, because I always think of that, which I know I shouldn't. But with all family, with all like 10 people that have died in the past year and a half that I know that are my family or friends, it's really depressing. Now that I only have one grandfather left, it's hard. That's all I gotta say, really. I know you guys never seen this side of me, and I saw a lot of that kind of responses on Jared's video, and I know you guys have not seen this side of me, and honestly, life sucks. No matter how old you are. Well, as a kid, when you're like, I'd say, ages from born to 12, you should have the good life. Unless you have, like, someone, like, unless you have, like, an abusive father, or, like, a mother who's into drugs, or something like that, then, of course, you're gonna have a bad life. But, it's not that bad. Well, my mom and them used to do drugs, but they're not into that anymore. And it's just depressing for me because, honestly, I don't want that life. I want to live a life where I'm not even involved with any of the family fights, and honestly, I'm brought up into a lot of them. Once, my cousin was gonna stay over, and, my uncle didn't want her to, and then there's a big fight, and I was brought up a whole lot. Like, I don't know why. It's like, oh, Zach wants to see his cousin. Zach wants to see his cousin. And it's like, why? I don't want to be a part of this. I really don't. Because as much as I'm in the story, I don't want to be a part of this fight at all. Literally, my uncle came chasing me, ready to beat my ass. I was running down the street as fast as I can. And he was about to, like, physically harm me. But then my mom and stepdad came in and set it off. And I really don't want to share this story, but it was 2006, so 7 years ago, right before I moved here in New Jersey, the one thing that made my mom break up with my mom's ex-boyfriend, I don't know how it happened, but it was a communion party. Me and my brother got our first communion at church, because I am Christian. And, I'm not exactly sure what happened, but my mom said that my mom's ex-boyfriend said something that set one of my mom's friends off, so she came bursting into my room. I had one of my friends with me, her name, Katerina, I believe, and she literally, Katerina's mom, the person who barged into the room, beat the shit out of my godmother. Like, literally, blood was all over my room. My brother's bed was turned sideways, upside down. The police came. It was the most frightening thing for how old was I? 7-year-old to see. I think I was 7. Maybe 7 or 8. It was the most frightening thing for me to see. I literally cried on my mom's shoulder for the next hour or 2 hours because it was that scary for me. I'm not used to that kind of stuff. I'm used to being in a fully religious family where fights are verbal, not physical. And it's just the scariest thing. My mom's ex-boyfriend wasn't that nice towards me either. He literally slapped his daughter right in front of me, and it was like, whoa. And he literally, one day, he made, I believe it was ziti. And I wasn't too into ziti. Well, I like it now, but that's not the point. I didn't like it at the time. And, being little, I was like, I don't like it. What he did, he took a big giant forkful and shoved it right in my mouth, and I started choking. So those are just a few experiences that I am actually willing to share. I do not want to get into many things because honestly, I really don't want to get into that. I really don't. But that's why I have this. That's why I went into counseling. That's why I'm depressed, and that's why. Because my mom wonders why I want to lay down in bed, why I don't want to do anything. It's because I'm depressed, and I don't have many friends. That's why I love the YouTube community, because I talk to you guys. That's why for some of you I ask you a lot to be a part of the streams, because I have nothing else to do. I don't have anyone to talk to. I don't have many friends to commute with. I don't have any friends to meet up with or anything of that sort. So that's it. Thanks for watching. This has to be the most depressing video I've ever done. It's Yeah. Thanks for watching. 15 minutes long if you hear me babble. Until next time, guys. Take care, see you around, and God bless.